This is my brother.
Hi.
And this is my interview question. I chose my grandma because her dad was in World War II. When and where were you born?
I was born in Superior, Wisconsin a long time ago. Superior is still in Wisconsin, but it's way 400 miles from here at the other end of the state near Lake Superior.
Mm-hmm. What is your culture and heritage?
My background is a mixture of English, Irish, German, and American Indian. So there's a lot of different people that contributed to my heritage.
What was it like in the past? Was it different?
It was different. People were, I lived on a farm, and so people were a lot friendlier. They'd drop over to my house whenever they felt like it, and people worked really hard on farms, and in that part of the state, there was really, really a lot of snow in the wintertime.
Mm-hmm. What schools did you go to and what were they like?
Okay. First I went to Foxborough Grade School, which was a 2-room school that only had 4 grades in it and 2 teachers. And there were 2 grades in each room, and the bathrooms were outside.
All right, next question. What are some of your favorite things from the past?
I enjoyed a lot of things that were based around the farm because there was a couple of miles to the nearest neighbor for me, and I didn't have any brothers and sisters, so I just created things to do for myself around the farm. So over time I became very interested in a lot of crafts and things like that.
What was your first house like?
Our first house was a former old schoolhouse. We didn't have any kind of indoor plumbing. We had a stove in the middle of the house that heated the whole house. Sometimes when the wind would blow outside, the curtains would blow away from the windows because the house was really not very well insulated. And when we took a bath, we would all take a bath in the same tub, which would be positioned right by the stove, and we would have to heat up the water on the stove to put it in the bathtub.
All right, next question. How did you dress in the past?
Well, when I was in grade school, we used to have these big wool coats that made you look like this, made your hands stick out really straight, and snow pants, and we always had to wear pants underneath our skirts to school, and everything was very bulky, so it isn't like it is now.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in high school, we always had to wear skirts to school. There was no such thing as pants for girls.
What?
And we had to make sure that our skirts were long enough that when we stood on our knees, that the skirt would touch the floor.
Mm-hmm. Who was president when you were my age?
Dwight Eisenhower.
What are some of your happy memories as a child?
Most of my memories had to do with people visiting at my house. I had a lot of cousins. I had 86 cousins, and they would come to visit and we'd play, and that was really the only time that I got to play much because I didn't have any brothers and sisters. So they would come to my house and I'd have to get out the horses for them to ride, and so we'd climb around in the barn, and it was fun.
Pot.
But I I had to put away all of the tack from the horses when they went home. So I had a lot of work to do afterward.
She wants you to talk about the gold pot. The story about the gold pot.
Oh, one time I was helping my father out in the field. And we were picking rocks out of the field because when you have a field that you're going to grow a crop in, you can't have a lot of rocks in there because it gets in the machinery. So there was a rainbow came out, and it was just a beautiful rainbow. And so one end of the rainbow was right in the middle of the field. So my father said, let's go see what's at the end of the rainbow. So we went over to the end of the rainbow, and there was a gold pot there. It was an old broken teapot, so there was no treasure inside, but still it was a magical moment.
I've learned a lot about heritage. Hope you learn more about your culture. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.